a TNA wrestler, TNA superstar, Samuel Shaw. Samuel, what's it like being in Miami for this TNA Lockdown Weekend?
Oh, it's all come full circle, basically. This is my 8th year as a wrestler. I remember starting in 2006 and just all the hurdles and obstacles that I've gotten over to get here. And, you know, not too far from my hometown, Jacksonville, Florida. You know, it's really, really cool to be here.
Speaking of Jacksonville, tell us a little bit about your athletic background. Where did you go to high school? Where did you play your sports at?
I went to Allen D. Nease High School in St. Augustine, Florida, and I did everything. I played baseball, basketball, football, weightlifting team. I was going to go to college at JU and play football.
The Dolphins.
Yep, but I decided, you know, it wasn't really my passion. I wasn't going to give it my full 100%. So I went to art school. I went to Savannah College of Art and Design in Savannah, Georgia, and that was something I was willing to give 110% to, you know, for 4 years. And as soon as I graduated from art school, it was off to wrestling school.
How did that transition go, where you're going from one art to a totally different art?
People ask me that all the time. I really feel like professional wrestling and, you know, it's the same kind of art almost as me drawing on a piece of paper, because I'm trying to create a story on a piece of paper with a pencil. In wrestling, I'm going to the ring trying to create a story for fans to look at and appreciate, just like I would on a piece of paper, you know?
Do you still do any artwork?
Absolutely. I draw all the time. It's a good stress reliever. It's a spare time thing. I make money. I make good money doing artwork, so.
Jeff Hardy is very active with art, does a lot with art. I don't know if you had any time to talk to him or correspond with him on social media about art.
Yeah, I love Jeff Hardy. His artwork is really cool to see that he's branching out and doing, you know, really awesome paintings, and he does music. I mean, all different types of artwork that are really interesting mediums. And I talk to him all the time about. He actually, you know, don't want to put myself over here, but he came up to me, and, you know, I've done some art of him before, and he came up and said he loved it. So, I mean, that just meant the world to me, that somebody like Jeff Hardy would appreciate, you know, a piece of art that I did of him. So,
what did your family think when you decided to go the pro wrestling route?
My mother kind of knew, probably when I was, you know, 6 years old. I was watching Hulk Hogan and Ultimate Warrior, and I was drawing Superman and Batman on pieces of paper, but I was also drawing Hulk Hogan and Ultimate Warrior on pieces of paper. I never wanted, as soon as those shows were over, it's like I wanted more, so I had to create that on a piece of paper. And it was just something that struck me as like, these are like real life superheroes. This is what I wanted to do from a young age. And then I think about 14, 15 years old, I went to an ECW show in Jacksonville, and just the energy, and it just looked like so much fun, and I just knew right then and there, like, that's what I wanted to do as a career, you know, and do it while I'm young, because, you know, it's not going to last forever, you know.
How do you feel about your character, your persona, what you're doing now? It's a very bizarre type character.
I love the character. It's something that I have a lot of interest in, because I feel like there's so many different facets to it. There's so many ways that this character could go. You don't really know what to expect from this guy, and I love that. It's not just a one-dimensional character. There's so many different nuances and cool things about this character. I'm loving it. It's a way for me to, you know, hopefully show that I have some range, and you know, I'm enjoying it.
How did it get from you working for the Indies to go into TNA? And I guess, who were some of your training influences to get you to where you were?
Well, I moved to Orlando in about, I think, 2008, and I started going to Team 3D Academy, Bubba Ray and Devon's school, and as I was training there and you know, getting crap kicked out of me every week, you know, and doing indies, I was working at Universal Studios as a caricature artist. And, you know, TNA was taping Impact at the soundstage right there. I mean, I'd walk to work in my little purple shirt and my little toolbox full of pencils and art supplies, and kind of knock on the door a little bit. Hey, what's going on in there? You know, and you know, just being close to the Impact Zone, going to Team 3D Academy, having those guys push me and showing me what it is going to take to be at this level, like, it was a game changer for me. And I say this all the time, if anybody wants to be a pro wrestler, they need to go to Orlando. It's a big hub. There's so many indies and, you know, things going on there. Team 3D Academy, that's where you need to go.
Samuel Shaw, thank you so much.
Thank you very much.